Hello, everyone. My name is Fatima Guerra from Section A. I'm an entrepreneur, educator, a mom, and a public speaker. In today's report, we will explore how accent and pronunciation can help or hinder on a radio performance. Learning objectives. 1. Explain why neutral accents are preferred in radio. Second, this report will identify way to detect and reduce accent. Third, list common causes of poor pronunciation. And lastly, show correct pronunciation and clear articulation. Have you ever tuned into a radio station or a podcast and struggled to understand because of accent and pronunciation? This report will briefly explain why accent and pronunciation matter in a radio performance to deliver clarity, credible, and comprehensive radio broadcasting. Here is the brief roadmap of Module 11 report's agenda overview. Accent and pronunciation in radio. Terms and definition, importance, impact, and tips. Let's define what is accent. Cambridge Dictionary defines accent as to emphasize something and the way in which people in a particular area, country, or social group pronounce words. What is accent in radio? According to Davy 2018, an accent transmits a significant amount of social information about a person, which can subtly affect the listener's perception. What is pronunciation? Cambridge Dictionary defines pronunciation as how words are pronounced, the way in which a word or letter is said or said correctly, or the way in which a language is spoken. What is pronunciation in radio? Voice training for radio defines radio pronunciation is not informal speaking. All words must be pronounced fully. Let's discuss the relationship between accent and pronunciation. Did you know, according to Aranganan et al. 2022, a study conducted by Freeborn and Rogers discovered that females gave more importance to developing and possessing a foreign accent and sounding like a native speaker than males. The same study also found out that learners adapt the pronunciation traits that are more often employed among people of their own gender in their speech community, which has an influence on what they prioritize for acquisition. The importance of accent and pronunciation in radio performance. First, clarity and comprehension. Second, building trust and relatability. Let's discuss clarity and comprehension. Accent as the emphasis that we put in a word to reveal its importance compared to the other words spoken. Based on this definition, it is easy to understand that the proper stretch emphasizes only those words that are crucial in the understanding of the message. Rodero E. 2013. The use of standard pronunciation. Emphasize vowels. Avoid extremes of high pitch. Speak in a moderately strong voice. And do not shout. UNIDAC 2006. Remember, naturalness and clarity are the most outstanding qualities of pleasant pronunciation. Let's listen to DJ Billy of 96.3 W Rock and observe if the DJ delivered a clear accent and pronunciation.
Three of a Kind is featured Selena Gomez with Who Says Nobody and the Heart Wants What It Wants. The next Three of a Kind will return between 11 and 12 noon today, featuring Sergio Mendez.
Building trust and relatability. One of the key elements in assessing the use of voice on the radio is the pronunciation. It is clear and highlighted in the literature on radio that a broadcaster must have impeccable diction and use correct and clear pronunciation. According to the research, the voices appropriate for radio are those that have a low pitch due to the feelings of safety and credibility that they arouse. Rodero E. 2013. Let's listen again to DJ Billy of 96.3 W Rock and see if this accent and pronunciation was also to build trust and relatability.
Three of a Kind is featured Selena Gomez with Who Says Nobody and the Heart Wants What It Wants. The next Three of a Kind will return between 11 and 12 noon today, featuring Sergio Mendez.
Way to detect and reduce accent. Luistra M.L. et al. 2001. Production of print and radio development communication materials says it's not easy to detect our own accents. Therefore, it is a good idea to seek the help of someone who does not have an accent and who has an objective ear. Common causes of poor pronunciation. Luistra M.L. et al. 2001. Production of print and radio development communication materials says the problem of inaccurately pronouncing words often stems from 1. Poor articulation of word parts. And number 2, lack of familiarity with the word or name. Correct pronunciation and clear articulation. Using the same reference material, it says, radio broadcasters are often perceived as models of good speech. Thus, they have the responsibility of demonstrating good speech, correct grammar, and correct pronunciation. Pronunciation as an index of wisdom and familiarity with facts. Using the same reference material module, it says, first, listeners take pronunciation as an index of wisdom and familiarity with facts. To achieve this index, avoid a lazy mouth and slurring of words. Second, take note that effective articulation contributes to good pronunciation. And lastly, when encountering strange and unfamiliar words, don't guess. Check the dictionary or consult a knowledgeable person. Let's explore. For our question and answer discussion, number 1, give 2 takeaways from this report. From the given takeaways, share each cited reference to support your answer. And number 2, referring to question number 1, answer it in the form of a video in not more than 1 minute. Enjoy and see you in our discussion forum. Thank you for listening and have a great day ahead.